The final of the women's 5,000 metres. Genzebe Dibaba going for a truly historic double after scorching to victory in the 1,500 metres. Her sister, Tirinish Dibaba, the world record holder, the championship record holder, she has 2 golds in this event. Can the younger sister add one to the family collection? Or will Almaz Ayana prove problematic for Genzebe Dibaba? Ayana's the fastest in the world this year, the 3rd fastest in history. Fabulous Kenyans in this. Viola Kibiwott missed out on a medal in Moscow 2 years ago, but this is the favourite, Genzebe Dibaba. Mercy Chirono, silver medalist in Moscow, 4th fastest in the world this year, multiple world junior champion on cross-country and the track. Almaz Ayana, though, a bronze medal 2 years ago. Can she beat her compatriot and her great rival and finish the distance events here in Beijing with an Ethiopian gold for herself? Janet Kisa starts on the inside, Commonwealth silver medalist last year, 6th in the world cross-country a couple of years ago. But Genzebe Dibaba, 4 Kenyans, 3 Ethiopians, 2 Japanese, America, Australia, Great Britain, Bahrain, Netherlands and Austria. Also. So how do they go about trying to run the sting out of the legs of someone who can run the 1,500 metres in 3:50? And that's the reason why a group of 5 have become detached at the back. The Japanese setting the tone, but look who's right behind them, Genzebe Dibaba, and following her, Almaz Ayana, the 2 fastest in the world this year. Almaz Ayana has hit the front. She's the fastest woman in the world this year, and she's in the lead with her compatriot, the gold medalist from the 1,500, Genzebe Dibaba, on her shoulder, and Mercy Chirono leading the chasers. And this is more like it. This is a great race. She knows she's going to have to push the sting out of Genzebe Dibaba's finish, and she's really going for it here. This is a brave bid for gold.
Yeah, here we go. This is it. Ayana now, she's got to do this. She's got to take it on, and she's got to take the sting out of Dibaba just behind. As you said, Chirono there, just behind Chirono, Cheptai, the other Kenyan, and 3rd in the Kenyans chasing is Kibiwott. Ayana got annoyed when she raced Dibaba in the Monaco Grand Prix, where she did most of the pacemaking, and Dibaba went past her. She didn't like that at all. She thought that Dibaba should have shared some of the pacemaking, but what she's doing now is exactly that. She's taking her out again, and they're starting to drift now. Chirono is losing ground. These 2 are having a battle royal in front. Ayana stretching her legs out in front, trying best she can to run the sting out of Dibaba, but Dibaba always looks so menacing just behind.
Well, and this pace is devastating for the rest of the field. Mercy Chirono in 3rd place is world class, and she is just going backwards. She's now been caught by Teferi, so it's Chirono, Teferi moving past on the outside as we're watching the women in 1st and 2nd. And Viola Kibiwott also going past her compatriot. So the battle on at the moment for the bronze, and a separate battle in a separate level of class for the gold medal. Ayana still leading, but look, when she glances up at the screen, the nightmare is still a reality because Genzebe Dibaba's still there.
But she's pushing on. Look at this. She's actually going even faster, and this is a break. This is Ayana at her best. She can really pile it on, and she had to do it now. She had to do it with about 3 laps to go and keep the work going. Dibaba looks across. She knows maybe she's had it, but if Ayana starts faltering over the last 2 laps, then Dibaba will come back at her.
And she's continuing to go away.
This is great running from Ayana. I mean, she's tearing away from one of the best middle distance runners in the world. And look at the gap over that lap and a half. She's opened up 20 or 30 metres now, and she's still going away with 2.5 laps to go. You don't do this sort of running unless you're world class, and you don't do this sort of running unless you are in absolute superb form.
64.5 for that last lap, a 2:43 kilometre.
She's absolutely bombing it. This is the sort of running you never see at this sort of standard, unless it's at the World Championships. And Ayana is pouring it on at the moment, beautifully smooth. Pilar mentioned in the heats how well looked like she was running, and I think she's actually proving it. She doesn't look as if she's suffering. She's looking up at the scoreboard, and every time she looks up at the scoreboard, there's confirmation that she's going further and further away. Well, Ayana really is, at this point, almost 100 metres clear of the world record holder for 1,500 metres. And she is looking as if she could go even faster on this last lap. This is beautiful running. Watch this. You will never see this type of running again. This woman is running the race of her life here.
She has absolutely destroyed Genzebe Dibaba, who is still miles clear in the battle for third. But Almaz Ayana hits the bell and takes the applause of the crowd. This is a victory lap of honour. She is miles clear of the champion and the world record holder in the 1,500 metres. A lead of 85, 90 metres. The battle's on for the bronze. Turfy up against Viola Kibiwot. But this is a demonstration of class. She was outkicked by her compatriot in the Paris Diamond League when they were going for the world record. She felt she was unfairly treated and did more of the work than Genzebe Dibaba. Well, if she needed any extra motivation, she has produced an amazing, amazing race here. And Genzebe Dibaba may even get drawn into a battle for the bronze. Almaz Ayana has produced one of the bravest, one of the most impressive pieces of championship distance running we've seen for many, many years. Ayana is the world champion, and she's beaten one of the best athletes in the world this year. Genzebe Dibaba is having to hang on here. She's going to be passed by Turfy. She's having to respond. Coming back through on the inside. It's going to be an Ethiopian 1-2-3, but what order? Brilliant. Turfy comes through for the silver, and Genzebe Dibaba has to settle for the bronze. An Ethiopian clean sweep, but not necessarily the order we were expecting, and not the Taveri is absolutely exhausted, but she's finished in second place. Genzebe Dibaba run down in the last 100 metres. That was an extraordinary run of the young Ethiopian woman, a championship record, and surely with that kind of confidence and that kind of injection of pace at some stage soon, she will have a crack at Tirana Dibala's world record. That was an amazing race to witness, the acceleration, the belief to take on the world record holder over 1,500 metres, who started that race as the favourite and destroyed her in that manner. Was fantastic. Steve just mentioned the last 3,000 metres. The last 3,000 metres was 8, 19, 25, only 5 women have ever run 5 በጀግኖቹ ታየ ይኸው አሁን ስንትም ጀምረው ማሸነፉን በባዶ እግሩ ቀድሞ ማሰለፉን የጥንካሬያችን መለያ ነው ኢትዮጵያዊነት ሁሌም ማሸነፍ ነው ወጥተናል ቀድመናል ደስ ብሎናል ወጥተናል ድል ነስተን ሆኖልናል እኛም ኮራን በእናንተ እኛም ኮራን እውነት ኮራን በእናንተ እውነት ኮራን እኛም ኮራን በእናንተ እኛም ኮራን እውነት ኮራን በእናንተ እውነት ኮራን
አሸንፈን
Almaaz has just produced one of the great performances over 5,000 metres, a championship record.
ደስ ብሎናል ደስ ብሎናል ደስ ይበለን